for you guys, just like this one, right? So this one right here, I would say, hey, that's a green, meaning if this breaks yesterday's pre-market high of 258.95, which we know is going to be we never do. Oh, now I got to unlock it. We know that actually means above 259, right? So if that breaks 259 today, that's going to scream. So we look at that, right? I put that in, I lock it down. Green means nice to the upside. If I go down here, I choose this one. I'm picking this one. I choose red. Red to the downside. If this pulls below down here, this critical level that we had marked from yesterday, lights out for Tesla today. Do you see how I'm doing this? Every day, I want you all in the habit of doing this exact same thing. There is typically a sell-off going in a 3-day weekend. Listen, the only time you have to go previous day is if there's no data the day before, right? So if it does get so low as to go beyond the break of yesterday at 254.72, well, of course, we've got pre-market levels and then the day before it, or the day before it, or a week before it, right? We always go back previous day as long as there's data. As soon as there's not, we can't use it anymore. Like today. If this goes above 259, can I use yesterday?
Yep.
No.
And if it goes above it?
Yes. You see how I can't, I have no more data to go from, right?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
So then I have to go back and go, okay, where is their data, right? Which is all of this. But if this didn't exist, I gotta go back until I find data right here, right? So the only time you have to go back is if there's nothing for the previous day to look at. Otherwise, we have to go back as far as we need to until there's data. So right here, I would be like, okay, what does Apple look like? I need the key critical levels, and I'm going to use this constantly throughout my day today. Right? There's one. Notice I can go to a 15, a 2, 1. I don't care. It doesn't matter. All the data is going to be the same. Right? All I'm looking for is key critical areas. Remember, the more times it touches, right, the more strength it gives it, right? So you can quickly identify, oops, these key critical areas. And then same thing, lock it in right here. I know if Apple breaks 186.52 to the upside, that's going to be a nice screamer. I also know obviously if Apple pulls way down here, it's going to be bad news at 184.66. I'll put a red here, lock this in. Right? The reason you guys don't see this all over my screen is because I got to train you. And if I map all this out and I have 8 million lines, I can't get you right to what you need, right? Because of this, I can find it in a half a second for you. And this is why once it starts to move in one of these directions, then I start to map it. But for all of you, everyone in this room, you should be doing this with every stock you love every single day without question. It's the first thing you do.
Hey, coach, question.
Uh-huh.
When we're drawing our mapping lines, did we focus on the wick
And the body. I already knew that's
and the body? Okay,
Yep,
all right.
yep. Because it depends on which one gives it strength. Notice I went on the wick on this one,
Right.
and I went on the body on these because if you look at them, right? Body, 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 wick, wick, body. You see them?
I do. Thank you, sir.
Yep, yep. Because it is going to matter. It does matter. But typically, here's the way I usually look at it. Mostly when we're talking about like high of day, I go by wick or low of day, same thing, right? Notice though, like right here, do you see how I went on bodies instead of wick? The reason I did that is because on this tweezer, uh-oh, coach used a technical term. Because on these tweezer candles, you see how it was on the bodies and then the wick? These mattered more. So to me, instantly, would it make more sense to market here, here, right? Do you see what I mean? This is actually the key area. Do you see it?
Very good.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Why is it the key area, coach? Why?
Because the bodies stopped there, which means this had more interest of stopping whatever these spots were. It just pulled back, but it got right back to here, right?
It's a stronger stop.
That is correct. Yep.
Okay, got it.
Yep. Just like if you look at, see this right here? Look at these bodies.
Strong.
And then you see a little wick right there. Dink.
Mickey Mousing, yeah.
Yep. And then it tried to break through the spot with a little wick and it couldn't. And then right there is the wick.
Not a Mickey Mousing, got it.
Yep. And then there's a wick, there's a wick, there's a body, right? There's a body, there's a doji. But do you see how all of these are critical? This is why 185, 86, right, for a long time is going to be a big level, right? Now we already know because I could have told you because 185, 86, I think we had from before, I think. Hold on. Yeah, was this it? Yep, see him back here. So it was already up in this business. Oh, this one. You see how you see right here? You see these bodies?
Yeah,
You
strong.
see how these, yeah, they're more relevant than these wicks that popped out, right? So 184.13, look at it. Us going back, that's going to be a major level, right?
So you picked that up from since 6'8".
That's correct. Yeah, it can go back forever in time. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the more strength, the more times it touches, the more valid it's going to be for you to mark out.